Amanda Naylor. Shortstop today, number 22, Maddie Blower. Left field, number 4, Meg Larson. Center field, number 8, Cassidy Miller. Right field, number 27, Reggie Johnson. Batting first for the Lady Wolves, number 9, Shay Gardner.
And welcome back to Centricom Channel 10's coverage of the 2A State Softball Tournament. It's a rematch of an earlier game on the championship side between Manti and Enterprise. Manti won that game in 5 innings by a score of 15-3. Enterprise, the visiting team, designated in this game. Manti with Darcy Barker in the circle for her first pitch, which is a ball to the leadoff hitter, number 9 for Enterprise. And that would happen to be Shay Gardner. So Shay Gardner, first batter for the Enterprise Lady Wolves. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. So now Brooklyn Hatch will come over and they'll shed the jacket off of pitcher Darcy Barker as she's thrown 2 balls with it on, and they want to take it off as it's restricting her, I assume. So Shay Gardner at the plate with a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch by Barker, ball 3. So Manti about to walk the leadoff batter for the Enterprise Wolves here in Shay Gardner. San Juan leads South Summit 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning in that championship semifinal. And there's the first strike of the game for Darcy Barker. A 3-1 count to Shay Gardner of Enterprise. Kaylee Christensen on deck. Here's the pitch by Barker, ball 4. So a walk issued by Barker to start this game. And Kaylee Christensen will come up. Lacey Drake on deck.
Next up, number 2, Kaylee Christensen.
Enterprise has fought their way through the 1-loss bracket to make it to this game for a chance to move into the semifinal. Here's the pitch, and that's high for a ball. The runner stays put. And the throw back to the pitcher. Stacy Williams is the cleanup hitter for Enterprise. There's the bunt. It's laid down perfectly. The throw to first is thrown over the head of the first baseman, or second baseman, by the catcher Jada Shaw. And here comes the first run of the ball game as Enterprise leads 1-0. Rounding it all the way from first to home is Shay Gardner. So a throwing error by the freshman catcher scores the first run of the game. A beautiful bunt by Kaylee Christensen caused all of that. She was just trying to advance the runner with the bunt, and she's safely at first. Nobody out, 1-0 Enterprise. The winner will get a shot at the semifinals against the loser of the San Juan San Juan South Summit game. And there's a pitch on the outside corner for a strike to Lacey Drake. Barker with the 0-1 pitch. High for a ball, 1-1.
We need the shade/rain tarp moved from behind home base, please. The shade/tarp needs to be removed from behind home base, please.
There's the pitch. It's high for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Thank you very much.
There's the pitch, and that is on the corner for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lacey Drake, the shortstop for the Enterprise Lady Wolves. There's a pitch swung on and fouled back to the fence by Lacey Drake. Barker now in the circle trying to get a strikeout here. Get the first out of the inning for Manti. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a deep fly ball. It has the distance. It is gone. A home run by Lacey Drake. And Enterprise leads 3-0.
Come up to the scorer's box after the game and get your certificate for a free hot dog. Congratulations.
So Enterprise shoots out to a 3-0 lead over the Manti Lady Templars here in this one-loss bracket elimination game. Manti has given up the runs early on this day in these one-loss bracket games. They lost 4-3, a tight one against San Juan in the quarterfinals. Came down against Gunnison and then gave up 9 runs to Gunnison in a 17-9 win, but it was back and forth. Each team scored 4 runs in the first inning. Then it was 8-4, then 8-6, and Manti ended up winning, but a shootout there. Nobody out here in the first inning. Top of the first, Stacy Williams at bat for the Enterprise Lady Wolves. A 3-run homer, or check that. Yeah, 3-run homer, I believe. No, 2-run homer as the first run scored on a wild throw. So 2-run homer there by Lacey Drake. Here's the pitch by Barker, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Barker again with a pitch, and that's another ball. 2 balls and no strikes. There's the pitch, and that's a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Stacy Williams. Barker in the circle, giving up a 2-run homer. Here's the pitch, and that's outside for 3 balls and a strike. Manti pitching has struggled on this day after that quarterfinal loss to San Juan. Here's Barker's pitch, and that's high and outside for another walk by the Templar pitching. Stacy Williams draws a walk. 2 walks in this inning. Runners reaching on an error. The only hit in the game has been a home run, a 2-run shot by Lacey Drake.
Next up to bat, pitcher number 15, Danny Hess.
Everything else has been unearned. 1 unearned run on the board, 2 unearned runs. And now at bat is Danny Hess, the pitcher. So Darcy Barker steps in the circle. Nobody out in this top of the first inning as Enterprise leads 3-0. Here's the pitch by Barker, and that catches the corner for a strike. Here's the Barker pitch. And that's going to be on the corner for a strike. Painting the corner twice is Darcy Barker. Here's the 0-2 pitch with nobody out. And that catches the corner for a looking strikeout. Called strike. And the first strikeout of the game, a much needed strikeout for Darcy Barker, who's given up 3 runs in this top of the first inning. 1 out, runner at first for the Lady Wolves.
Now batting number 5, Manti.
Hewlett is the speed up runner at first. There's the pitch, and that catches the corner. 4 straight corner strikes for Darcy Barker. Maddie Lobb, the third baseman at the plate. Enterprise leading Manti 3-1, 3-0. Oh, a nice changeup, but a little high on the inside part of the plate. So 1-1. Here's the pitch by Barker, and that's going to be high for a ball. 7th inning, San Juan leading South Summit 5-3. South Summit down to their last 2 outs with 1 out. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back to the fence by Enterprise third baseman Matty Lobb. Lobb steps back in with speed up runner Hewlett at first base. There's the pitch, swing, strikeout. Number 2 for Darcy Barker. Trying to limit the damage to 3 runs. Stacy Williams drew the walk. And the catcher gets the speed up runner Hewlett at first. Now 2 outs
13, Kim Bishop.
with Kim Bishop at the plate. Bishop in the first game was 0 for 1. Here's the pitch, swung on and a pop-up first base side. Brooklyn Hatch over to get it, and she had a play but couldn't grab it. Fell down right next to her feet. She did not know where the fence was and was afraid of running into the fence there and didn't make the catch. So new life for the batter, Kim Bishop. No balls and a strike with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. 3-0 Enterprise. Change up, swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice pitch by Darcy Barker. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3, and Darcy Barker strikes out the side, ending the inning, but not before 3 runs are scored by the Enterprise Lady Wolves. They lead 3-0 after a half inning of play. The San Juan Lady Broncos have just beaten the South Summit Wildcats in the semifinal game, so San Juan into the championship game, and South Summit will play the winner of this game tomorrow for a chance to play San Juan for the championship. We'll be back for the bottom half of the first inning right after this.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
First up for the Lady Templars, number 15, Michaela Cox.
First batter up in the bottom half of the first inning is Manti's Michaela Cox. Swing and a foul ball, strike 1. Danny Hess pitching for the Enterprise Lady Wolves. She was chased from the game in the first meeting between these teams yesterday. The game was finished up by Gabby Ramos. Manti scoring quite a few runs before 10 running Enterprise. I think they had tagged her for 9 runs before she was replaced by Ramos. 1 ball, 1 strike on Michaela Cox. Here's the pitch, and that's low for a ball. 2-1. This is Centricom Channel 10's coverage of the 2A State Softball Tournament. Live from Spanish Fork, Utah, Spanish Fork Softball Complex. 1-loss bracket elimination game here. Here's the pitch, and that is outside. Nope, on the corner for a strike. Nice pitch by Danny Hess. Brings the count to 2-2. Enterprise wearing the blue, Manti in the red. There's a swing and a hot shot to the shortstop. Cox trying to beat out the throw, and she's safe. A good stretch by the first baseman, but Michaela Cox with her speed beats out the throw. A nice stretch by the first baseman for the Enterprise Lady Wolves, which was Shea Gardner. So Manti gets the leadoff runner aboard, trailing 3-0 to the Enterprise Wolves. Maddie Blauer will be up the shortstop. She'll bunt it, and it goes behind the catcher after hitting the dirt. So that's strike one. Well, the only game left of the day that's being played here at Spanish Fork, as the semifinal is over, as San Juan defeated South Summit 5-3. And South Summit will be in this game, next game. There's the bloop out to the third baseman by Maddie Blauer for the first out.
Now batting
so one out.
Number 9, Amanda Naylor.
Runner on first is Michaela Cox, and at the plate is Amanda Naylor, the Templar third baseman. South Summit will play the winner of this game for a chance to play in the championship game against San Juan tomorrow. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Amanda Naylor of Manti. She was 3 for 4 in that last game against Enterprise yesterday. A double and 2 singles and 2 runs scored. There's a pitch, and that's over for a strike. On deck is Brooklyn Hatch, the Manti cleanup hitter. Cassidy Miller bats 5th, Reggie Johnson 6th, 7th Meg Larson, Darcy Barker 7th. There's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike, 2-2. And the cleanup hitter is a designated player, Amy Squire, batting for the catcher, Jada Shaw. 1-2 pitch. There's a ball hit to the second baseman and thrown out to first. And 2 outs here in this bottom of the first for Manti. Runner advances to second.
Now batting number 12, Brooklyn Hatch.
So Brooklyn Hatch will now bat. And she'll hit it over into the gap in right center. She'll round the bag. The run will score. Cox will come in, and Brooklyn Hatch will be at second, and Manti is on the board here in this bottom of the first. 3-1, Enterprise leads. So a double by Manti first baseman Brooklyn Hatch breaks the ice for Manti.
Now batting number 8, Cassidy Miller.
Cassidy Miller will come to the plate, the Templars center fielder. She was 3 for 4 in the game. There's a shot right back to the pitcher, and a catch by Danny Hess ends the inning. Manti gets 1 run on 2 hits, a double and a single. And of course, they go down 3-1 at the top of the second inning. Enterprise will come to the plate. You're watching live coverage of the 2A State Softball Tournament on Local10.tv.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more. The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Up first for the Lady Wolves, number 8, Jessica Farnsworth.
Top of the second inning, Centricom Channel 10's coverage of the 2A state softball tournament. Manti taking on Enterprise in a one-loss bracket game. The winner will make it to the semifinal against the South Summit Lady Wildcats, who just lost in the semifinals to San Juan 5-3. Here's the pitch from Barker, and that is over for a strike on Farnsworth. Jessica Farnsworth at the plate for Enterprise. Here's the second pitch. That is high for a ball. Here's the pitch by Barker. High and outside again for a ball. Enterprise got into this game through the elimination bracket after losing to Manti. They beat Parowan, Beaver, Grand, and into this game. There's the pitch. That makes it a 3-1 count. Appeal to the first base umpire on the swing if she broke the plane. And the answer is no. Darcy Barker in the circle with the pitch. Swung on and popped to the first baseman, Brooklyn Hatch, who makes the catch for the out in foul territory. Gabby Ramos, the center fielder for the Enterprise Wolves, will be at the plate. Since the throwing error scoring run of Shea Gardner and the 2-run homer by Lacey Drake, Enterprise has
now
been
number 1, Gabby Ramos.
Held off the base paths after the walk to Stacy Williams. 3 strikeouts and now that pop out to the first baseman. Gabby Ramos takes ball 1 from Darcy Barker, the senior Manti hurler. Here's the pitch, and this one is low on the outside corner for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. For Gabby Ramos, Templars have gotten behind the hitters here in this game. Early, there's a pitch down the middle and fouled back by Gabby Ramos. 2 balls and a strike. With the exception of that strikeout run by Darcy Barker to end the first inning. She's gotten behind the hitters here, and there's a pitch outside again for a 3-1 count. Gabby Ramos at the plate. Struck out twice in the first game. To Brooklyn Hatch, who pitched that one. Here's the pitch, and on the other side of Gabby Ramos, didn't hit her. And a walk.
Back to the top of the lineup for Enterprise, number 9, Shea Gardner.
So a runner at first on the walk. And there's the pitch. Shea Gardner at the top of the order for the Enterprise Lady Wolves, leading 3-1 over Manti here in the top of the second, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that one is going to be low for a ball. Two 2-0 to the Enterprise hitter, Shea Gardner, the first baseman. Now Jada Shaw will go out and talk to the Manti pitcher. Well, tomorrow's semifinal and championship game will be on Field 3, and we'll have that on Local10.tv for you. Just click on Field 3 for the game between South Summit and the winner of this game. And the winner of that game tomorrow will play San Juan for the state championship at 12:15 tomorrow. So 10 a.m. and 12:15 tomorrow for the games. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed by Shea Gardner for the first strike, 2-1. Jessica Farnsworth started the inning with a pop out to the first baseman in foul territory. Then a walk issued to Gabby Ramos, who's on first base right now for Enterprise. There's the pitch, swung on, fouled back for strike 2 for Shea Gardner. Barker comes in the circle. Set for the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. As Barker gets her 4th strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Kaylee Christensen, who reached on an error in the first inning. 1 of 3 runs to score for Enterprise.
Number 2, Kaylee Christensen.
Manti got 1 run in the first inning on a double by Brooklyn Hatch, scoring Michaela Cox. First pitch is a strike to Kaylee Christensen. Darcy Barker picking up the pace on her pitching. Here's the pitch. That one's way outside for a ball. Grabbed by Jada Shaw. Keeps the runner Gabby Ramos at first base. Well, the sun has popped out here in Spanish Fork after being cloudy with some light rain falling. Kind of get a mixture of weather here in Spanish Fork with the thunderstorms in the early spring. Here's the pitch and a changeup, and that is a little high for a ball. Two balls and a strike on Kaylee Christensen. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Here's the Barker pitch. Swung on, line drive, caught by Maddie Blauer at shortstop, and that'll end the inning. No runs for the Enterprise Lady Wolves on no hits. And 1 walk issued by Darcy Barker. It's 3-1 Enterprise. Manti coming up to bat in the bottom of the second here on Local10.tv.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centracom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centracom.
Batting first for the Lady Templars, number 27, Reggie Johnson.
Bottom half of the second inning here in this one-loss bracket elimination game between Manti and Enterprise. Manti won the first matchup 15-3 in 5 innings. Here, Manti up to bat. There's a drilling shot to center field, a leadoff single for Reggie Johnson. That'll bring up Meg Larson.
Now batting number 4, Meg Larson.
Reggie Johnson in that first game hit a grand slam in the first inning for Manti after a controversial call on the 3rd out at second base that was called safe, and then she jacked a grand slam. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown by Larson. Pulls back for the ball call. Runner at first is Reggie Johnson. On deck is Darcy Barker. Amy Squire is the 9th batter for the Templars. Here's the pitch from Danny Hess. Bunt is down for Larson. A good bunt. Can she make it there? The throw is there in time. She is out. A nice chuck there by Danny Hess. Advances the runner to second, though, so Johnson is in scoring position for Darcy Barker. Barker in that first game was 1 for 2.
Now batting number 2, Darcy
a single,
Barker.
A walk, And a ground out to the second baseman. 3-1 Enterprise leads. Here's the pitch. And Barker swung at that one. Strike one. On deck is Amy Squire. Her first at bat coming in this tournament. There's a changeup hit to the second baseman. Advances the runner to third. Dug out by the first baseman, Shea Gardner, on a poor throw from the second baseman, which happened to be Kaylee Christensen. But a good dig by the Wolves' first baseman. Now up to bat is Amy Squire, her first bat of the tournament.
Now batting number 24, Amy Squire.
So Squire set to go with a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be on the corner for a strike from Danny Hess. So Squire looks at a first pitch called strike. Reggie Johnson at third base started the inning with a single to center field, but now the Templars with 2 outs, and she's at third. Squire at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back by Squire. No balls and 2 strikes. South Summit awaiting the winner of this game. They beat Manti in league play twice this year in Region 16. Here's the pitch. That's outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Amy Squire with Reggie Johnson at third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. This 1-loss bracket elimination game, 3-1 Enterprise. There's a swing, ground ball down the line, fair. The run will score, and Amy Squire has a single and doesn't try for second base. But now it's 3-2 and back to the top of the lineup. So a big surprising hit by the 9-hitter. Amy Squire of Manti scores Reggie Johnson.
Number 15, Michaela Cox.
And it's 3-2 with Michaela Cox, the Templar second baseman, the leadoff hitter at the plate. Here's the pitch for Michaela. That's outside for a ball. Oh, caught the corner for a strike. So 1 ball, or 1 strike, no balls to Cox. 0-1 pitch coming from Danny Hess in the center circle. Here's the windmill pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. One and one. 3-2, Manti has come back with a run in the first, a run in the second after going down 3-0 in the top of the first. Lacey Drake with a 2-run homer. There's a pop out to the first base side, and first baseman kind of held up for it, thinking the catcher was going to get there. She had to cover a lot more ground than the first baseman, Shea Gardner, and Gardner lets it drop harmlessly to the ground. And now Michaela Cox will get another chance here with 2 strikes. Michaela singled in the first inning and then was knocked in. There's a pop up to the third base side. That one's going to get out of play, though, over the fence. She scored on the double by Brooklyn Hatch. On deck for Manti is Maddie Blauer, the shortstop. Then Amanda Naylor, the third baseman, if the Templars get that far in this bottom of the second inning with 2 outs. Amy Squire at first base with an RBI single to cut the lead to 3-2. There's the pitch, and that's low. Nice block by the catcher, Stacy Williams, to keep it in front of her and keep the runner at first base. So Michaela Cox looking at a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Danny Hess rolls her arm and launches. Oh, there's a great hit to the left field, right on line to the left fielder with a great catch. And that'll end the inning for the Manti Templars. Sharply hit ball. It's 3-2. Enterprise leads Manti after 2 full innings of play. We'll be back after this timeout on Centricom Channel 10.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
First up for Enterprise, number 4, Lacey Drake.
Lacey Drake at the plate for Enterprise to start the top of the third inning. Enterprise up 3-2. She hit a 2-run homer in the first inning. And she's at the plate again. The Darcy Barker pitch for Manti. That's a one right down the pipe, but a little low for a ball. Barker's going to fire it in. And it's going to be outside for ball 2. In the first game between these two teams, Lacey Drake was 1 for 3 in the game. There's the pitch back to the screen on the foul ball. Two balls and 1 strike. Darcy Barker in the red and white, the Templar colors, from the rubber in the pit, and the pitch is going to be low and outside for a ball. 3 balls and a strike to Lacey Drake. Leadoff hitter of the inning is walked by Manti. That'll bring up Stacy Williams, the catcher for the Enterprise Lady Wolves. Walked her first at bat. On deck is Danny Hess, the pitcher, and Maddie Lobb, the third baseman, in the hole. 3-2 Enterprise with a 1-run lead in the top of the third. There's a strike on the outside corner by Darcy Barker. Oh, 0-1 pitch coming from Darcy Barker. Bunt shown, and that is laid down. Throw to first, out. The runner is advanced. Nice play by Enterprise's Stacy Williams to move the runner to second base. Lacey Drake. That'll bring up Danny Hess.
Now batting number 15, Danny Hess.
Hess struck out her first time at the plate and was 0 for 2 in the first game between these two teams yesterday. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Nice outside pitch, and whiffing at it was Danny Williams, or Danny Hess, excuse me. Lacey Drake is at second base in scoring position for the Enterprise Wolves with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Wolves up over the Templars, 3-2. The pitch is on the way, swung on, fouled back to the screen, and almost knocking Danny Hess in the head, but just missing her. So 2 strikes on the Wolves pitcher. No 0-2 pitch from Darcy Barker. There's the pitch, and that's way up and outside for a ball. Local 10.TV bringing you the 2A state tournament from Spanish Fork, Utah. Barrett Hilton, Mike Trena with you. Here's the pitch from Barker, and that's going to be a strike called. Strike 3. I think that's the second time she's been rung up on a called strikeout, if my memory serves correct. 2 outs, or yeah, 2 outs here in the Top of the third inning, 3-2. Enterprise with a runner at second. It'll be up to Maddie Lobb, the third baseman, to get the run in. There's the pitch outside for a ball. Stretching forward is Jada Shaw to stop the pass ball. Or the wild pitch, if you will. Manti crowd trying to get the Templars defense fired up. There's the pitch, swung on and tipped by Maddie Lobb for a foul ball. Lobb was 0 for 2 in the first game between these two teams, and today Lobb has a strikeout in the first inning. Darcy Barker with 5 strikeouts in the game thus far. Runner at second for Enterprise, 2 outs in the top of the third. There's the ball, 2-1. Two and one to Maddie Lobb, the third baseman for the Lady Wolves. In a 3-2 game. Swung on, ground ball to the first baseman, Brooklyn Hatch. She steps on the bag, and Enterprise is retired, stranding a runner at second base. Manti coming up to bat in the bottom of the third, trailing 3-2 to Enterprise. Up for the Lady Templars, Maddie Blauer, Amanda Naylor, and Brooklyn Hatch when we come back on Centricom Channel 10.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
With internet service from Centricom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centricom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Manti at the plate in the bottom of the third, 3-2. Here's the first pitch, and it's a called strike on Madison Blauer.
First up, number 22, Maddie Blauer.
So no balls and a strike from Danny Hess, the Enterprise pitcher. Blauer steps in, the left-handed slap hitter. Here's the pitch, swung on, and she pulls it foul. Aiming for her coach, Gary Cox. Didn't take his head off. Gary might say that would be an improvement, though. Gary's a good guy. He would joke about himself that way, I think. Now Maddie Blauer with a 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Hess, swung on and popped up to the shortstop. If she can corral it in, and she does. Lacey Drake with the put out there. She's hit a 2-run homer in this game too, which is the difference in this game right now.
Next up for Manti, number 9, Amanda Naylor.
So Maddie Blauer has popped out to the third baseman and popped out to the shortstop. Amanda Naylor, who grounded out to the second baseman at the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's a called strike on the outside corner. Here's the pitch. And that one's outside for a ball, 1-1. Brooklyn Hatch on deck. Cassidy Miller in the hole if they need her in this inning. Amanda Naylor at the plate. Here's the pitch, and the changeup gets away from Danny Hess high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to Naylor of Manti. Here's the pitch by Hess. That one's going to be low for another ball. 3-1. A hitter's count for Naylor is Hess might want to come to her and prevent the walk. Might be a good pitch for the Templar third baseman to tee off on. Here's the pitch. Swung on and drilled to right field. It has a lot of distance. It's gone. A home run for Amanda Naylor. And we're tied at 3 as she goes to the opposite field over the right field fence.
Your home run. Come up to the scorer's booth after the game and you're going to keep on for a free hot dog. Congratulations, Amanda Naylor.
So an opposite field home run ties the game for Amanda Naylor and the Templars. That'll bring up Brooklyn Hatch, the 4-hitter, here in this 3rd inning.
Now batting first base, number 12, Brooklyn Hatch.
Danny Hess, after giving up the home run, will step back in the circle and pitch to Brooklyn Hatch, the 4-hitter, and that's outside. Got the corner for the strike. Not a good pitch for Brooklyn Hatch to swing at. Not really hers to try to drive, so she'll wait for another one. She doubled her first time at bat, giving the Templars their first run in the 1st inning. Inside pitch for a ball. Cassidy Miller is on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. 3-3 our score on an Amanda Naylor home run. There's a pitch a little low on the outside corner, called for a ball. Here's the pitch by Hess. Swung on and a blooper over the pitcher's head, trying to get to first Brooklyn Hatch, and the throw gets away from the first baseman, so Hatch is safe on a throwing error.
Now batting number 8, Cassidy Miller.
Center fielder Cassidy Miller is up to bat. Her last at bat, she drilled one right back to Danny Hess, who with her quick reaction nabbed it for the out on the line out from the center fielder for Manti. First base is Brooklyn Hatch, and there's the inside corner strike for Danny Hess. Called strike on Cassidy Miller. Miller in the first game between these two clubs yesterday was 3 for 4. 3 singles in the game. She scored twice. And now the umpire, home plate umpire, coming out to talk to pitcher Danny Hess. Not sure what the discussion is going to entail. Just a run through of the bracket thus far today. It started off in the elimination games and championship games. Manti lost to San Juan 4-3. South Summit beat Grant 8-1. And then in the championship side, San Juan beat South Summit 5-3. Elimination bracket, Manti beat Gunnison 17-9. Enterprise beat Grand. There's the pitch to Cassidy Miller. The ball gets through, and Brooklyn Hatch goes to second. So Enterprise playing Manti right here in the elimination game in the 1-loss bracket. The winner of this game plays tomorrow at 10 a.m. against South Summit, who also lost one against San Juan earlier. And the winner of that game tomorrow at 10 a.m. will play San Juan for the state championship at 12:15, weather permitting. With the forecast, it may have to be moved to next week. Here's the pitch to Cassidy Miller, and did she hold up? It was a strike regardless, so 2 strikes and 1 ball. So the 1-2 pitch with a runner in scoring position for Manti with a 1 out to Cassidy Miller. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Trying to get the center fielder to chase that one. Reggie Johnson on deck. She hit a single last inning, but was stranded. Actually, she did score. It was only one of two hits. There's a hit to the second baseman. Easy fielding play to first base and an out. The runner advances to third with 2 outs for Manti. Tied at 3. And coming to the plate is Reggie Johnson.
Now batting for the Manti Templars, number 27, Reggie Johnson.
Well, Johnson got a base hit and scored last inning to make it 3-2. Enterprise. Amanda Naylor hit a home run in this inning. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Nice stop by Drake. Throw to first and got her. Saved the game-leading run from crossing the plate, and we're still tied at 3 after a fine play by Lacey Drake, the shortstop. After 3 full innings of play, we're tied at 3. Manti and Enterprise going into the top of the 4th when we come back on Centricom Channel 10.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Welcome back to coverage of this one-loss bracket elimination game between Manti and Enterprise. Tied at 3, top of the 4th inning. Kim Bishop at the plate. There's the pitch, and that's outside for a ball from Darcy Barker. Bishop struck out in the 1st inning to end the 1st inning. And Bishop was 0 for 1 in game 1 in that 15-3 loss at the hands of Manti yesterday. Here's the pitch by Barker, another ball outside and high. Kim Bishop steps in, the right-handed batter, waiting for the ball from the hip of Barker. It comes, it's a swing and a line drive shot to center field. Starting to go back was Cassidy Miller, redirects and comes in and makes the catch. Almost misjudged it, but got back to make the catch to the center fielder of Manti. And we've got one out in the top of the 4th.
Next, number 8, Jessica Farnsworth.
Jessica Farnsworth comes to the plate. Jessica hit a home run in that 1st game against Manti. A solo shot. Was 2 for 2 in that game with a single. There's a changeup right across the plate for a strike. Nice pitch by Barker. Gabby Ramos waits on deck for Enterprise. Mike Trena, Barrett Hilton up in the broadcast booth here at the 2A state tournament. There's a swing and foul ball by Farnsworth. Centricom's been here from the start of the tournament, bringing live stream coverage and also on Channel 10 of this 2A state tournament. And tomorrow again for the semifinal and championship game, which will be on Field 3. Here's the pitch from Barker. Swinging a ground ball and diving off the shortstop's glove. Maddie Blauer into center field for a base hit for Farnsworth.
Next up for the Lady Wolves, number 1, Gabby Ramos.
A tie ball game at 3 apiece here in the top of the 4th, and Jessica Farnsworth is on with 1 out. Gabby Ramos will be at the plate. She reached on a walk in the 2nd inning. Her 2nd at bat in her 1st game against Manti. That was against pitcher Brooklyn Hatch. She was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch from Barker. That's a high and outside pitch. Tied at 3 in the 4th inning. Now, head coach of Enterprise comes to the batter's box, or nearly to the batter's box, to talk to Gabby Ramos. Will he sacrifice with 1 out to get the runner in scoring position? We'll see what Ramos does here. Runner at first is Farnsworth. Here's the pitch. There's the bunt, and it's fouled by Gabby Ramos. And the runner will retreat to first base, and Ramos will have another try. A ball and a strike to Gabby Ramos, Enterprise center fielder. Darcy Barker trying to keep this a tie game for Manti here in the top of the fourth. Fires, and that bunt is down. Picked up by Sean, thrown right to first for the out. So 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Runner advances in scoring position. Lacey Drake, or check that, Jessica Farnsworth.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Lady Wolves, number 9, Shay Gardner.
Left-handed slap hitter Shay Gardner at the plate now for Enterprise. There's the pitch, and that's a little high and outside for a ball. Runner at second is Farnsworth. Shay Gardner is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. She struck out her last time at the plate. There's the ball outside on the pitch from Barker. 2-0. Barker steps back on the rubber, checks in to Jada Shaw, the catcher. Rocks and fires in the windmill motion and swinging a foul ball back to the umpire. 2 balls and a strike on Shay Gardner. Enterprise wanting to get that runner from second home on a base hit to take the lead over Manti. Templars, of course, trying to end the inning here and get into the bottom half of the fourth, tied at 3. Here's the pitch, outside for another ball, 3-1. There is a base open at first. So if Barker does walk this Enterprise batter, there is a force at any base, but you take your chances with Kimry Christiansen, the second baseman. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be swung on, and trying to make a diving play as Amanda Naylor couldn't quite get to it at third base in foul territory, so it falls to the dirt, and a 3-2 count with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth for Shay Gardner. Runner at second is Farnsworth. There's the pitch, swung on and fouled back. Staying alive is Shay Gardner with a 3-2 count with 2 outs. And last check, no score in the Manti baseball game with Enterprise in the state baseball semifinal at UVU. No score in the second inning. This one tied at 3 in the fourth inning. Runner at second in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Shay Gardner, swung on and fouled back yet again. Staying alive in this at-bat against Darcy Barker. On deck should Gardner get on as Kaylee Christensen, and then Lacey Drake is in the hole. The 3-2 pitch coming. High for ball 4. First and second, and Kimry Christensen will come to the plate.
Now batting number 2, Kaylee Christensen.
Fourth walk of the day issued by Darcy Barker. She does have 5 strikeouts in the game. Christensen at the plate. Force out at any of the field bases. Tied at 3 here. Here's the pitch, a changeup, and a little too far inside for a ball. Lacey Drake is on deck. Christensen lined out to the shortstop and reached on an error and scored in the first inning. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Painted the corner with the pitch by Darcy Barker, and a throw down to first by Jada Shaw, and the runner gets back. Tied at 3 Enterprise, looking to take the lead on a base hit here by Kaylee Christensen, excuse me. There's a foul ball back by Kaylee. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fifth hitter of the inning for Enterprise, Kaylee Christensen. Darcy Barker, the Manti pitcher, trying to end it here. Here's the pitch and a fastball down the middle, and that's fouled back. Good piece of hitting there by Kaylee Christensen. Again, the winner of this game faces South Summit in the 1-loss bracket in the semifinals. Winner of that game will play San Juan for the championship tomorrow and will need to beat San Juan 2 games in a row to win the championship. Here's the pitch, and that's way outside for a ball. If this batter gets away from Darcy Barker, the bases will be loaded with Wolves. Last game of the day at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. Here's the pitch by Barker. Swung on and drilled to left field. That is foul. Just foul. Had that been fair, that would have been a bases clearing triple at least. Possibly a double, and it would have been a 5-3 lead for Enterprise, but it comes back as a foul ball. 2-2. So the batter, Kaylee Christensen. Darcy Barker rocks, fires, and low for ball 3. So a 3-2 count, runners at first and second, 2 outs in this top of the 4th. The runners will be going on the pitch. Barker looks into Shaw. Shaw looks to the dugout, gets the sign, flashes it to Barker, and here's the pitch. Inside for a strike 3 call. A beautiful pitch by Darcy Barker strikes out Kaylee Christensen and ends the threat of the Enterprise Wolves. After 3.5 innings of play, it's Manti 3, Enterprise 3. Templars batting when we come back. Meg Larson, Darcy Barker, and Amy Squire set to hit. We'll be back after this on Centricom Channel 10.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more. The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Starting off for the Manti Templars, number 4, Meg Larson.
Danny Hess in the circle here in the bottom of the 4th. Trying to keep this a 3-3 game as Manti leads off with Meg Larson. There's the pitch, and it's high for a ball. Enterprise 1 hit, 1 walk. 2 left on in that 4th inning. There's the second pitch, a strike right down the middle against Meg Larson. 1-1 count to the Manti left fielder. Here's the pitch from Hess, and the bunt shown pulled back though as the ball slipped out of the hands of Danny Hess. Bounced to the plate. Manti coming in with a losing record into this tournament. Played a lot of tough 4A and 5A schools and 3A schools. There's a hit back to the pitcher, and Meg Larson is thrown out. Runs into the first baseman after the play. That brings up pitcher Darcy Barker, who grounded out to the second baseman her first time up. Amy Squire is on deck. in this 3-3 game. In the bottom of the fourth, one out. Here's the pitch, swung on, and a ground ball to the third baseman, fired over to first, and another out. Barker is thrown out. So 2 ground outs by Manti. A lot closer ball game than the first matchup between these two teams. Now there's a little bit of an argument here, not an argument, a discussion. I guess Manti was arguing that the base runner impeded the first baseman impeded the base runner, something of that nature, and I'm not sure. I'm speculating, of course, but Gary Cox trying to get the call in his favor. The throw was in time, and the out looked to be made, so that's the right call.
Number 24, Amy Squire.
So Amy Squire batting. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. Or did it catch the corner? Outside for a ball. Two outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Top of the order up next for Manti. There's a pitch that hit the corner from Danny Hess. One ball, one strike. Swung on and hit deep to center field. Amy Squire has just given the Templars a 1-run lead. A home run by Amy Squire, the number 9 hitter, and Manti leads 4-3.
Congratulations, Amy Squire, on your home run. Come up to the storage booth after the game and give you a coupon for a free hot dog. Congratulations.
Amy Squire drills the Danny Hess pitch to the deepest part of the ballpark, straight away center field for the round tripper, and Manti is up 4-3 with the top of the order in now. Michaela Cox. Manti has scored a run in the first, a run in the second, a run in the third, and 1 run in the fourth to take the lead 4-3 after going down 3-0 in the first inning to Enterprise.
Back up to the top of the lineup for the Lady Templars, number 15, Michaela Cox.
So Cox gets the first pitch, and that is a ball on the outside. So Amy Squire, first game of the tournament, batting for the first time, gets a single and a home run. 2 for 2 in her state tournament debut. Michaela Cox at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and she hits a high fly ball, but that's not quite deep enough. Coming in the left fielder to make the catch, and the inning is over. Manti gets the damage done, though, with a 1 run on a home run by Amy Squire, and leads the Enterprise Lady Wolves 4-3 after 4 complete innings of 2A state softball. You're watching live coverage on Local10.tv. We'll be back after this.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centracom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centracom.
Starting off for Enterprise, number 4, Lacey Drake.
Enterprise comes up trailing 4-3 here in the top of the 5th inning on a home run by Amy Squire by Manti in the bottom half of the 4th. Here's the pitch from Barker. That is over, but high. Ball 1. At the plate is Lacey Drake. She hit a 2-run homer in the 1st inning. Looks at the 1-0 pitch from Darcy Barker, the Manti pitcher. Swung on and drilled up the middle for a base hit. Lacey Drake, great job in this game. She is 2 for 2.
Now batting number 21, Stacy Williams.
Stacy Williams will come up to the plate. She is 0 for 1 with a walk in the 1st inning. Leadoff runner is on for Enterprise, trailing 4-3 to the Manti Lady Templars. Barker in the circle, fires and throws it over the outside corner for a strike to Stacy Williams. Williams grounded out to the pitcher. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be ball. 1-1. Runner at first, Lacey Drake. She scored once in this game. She knocked herself in on a home run. Here's the pitch from Darcy Barker. Bunt shown by Williams. She bunts it foul, does the Enterprise catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Enterprise was able to advance the runner to second last inning, but was not able to get her across the plate, as Manti got a ground out and a strikeout to end the inning. Here's the pitch by Barker. That's high and outside for another ball. 2-2. Darcy Barker rocks, fires, swung on, and a fly ball to right field. Coming in to make the catch is Reggie Johnson. And the first out of the inning. So a fly out to right field for Stacy Williams. Runner still at first is Lacey Drake with 1 out. Danny Hess, the pitcher, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this game. Both on a called 3rd strike, I believe. Manti up 4-3. There's the pitch, swung on, fouled back to the fence here for strike 1. Well, just for our viewers to know here on Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv, with the forecast of rain being very high for tomorrow's semifinal and state championship game, the Utah High School Activities Association is planning to move that to Monday if the rains come. Monday at 12 and 2, and then if a second championship game is needed at 4. At least that's the plan at this point. Of course, depending on the Monday forecast, of course. 1-1 count to the batter for the Enterprise Lady Wolves, Danny Hess. 1 out here in the 5th inning, top of the 5th. There's a pitch that's a little high, 2 balls and a strike. Danny Hess, a very powerful hitter, batting 5th in the lineup. The first game, she had a lot of hot shots, but a lot of great defensive plays. There's a pitch, and that is going to be low for ball 3. Loser of this game is finished for the tournament. Templar pitcher Barker rocks and fires from the hip, and that is going to be ball 4 to Stacy Williams. So first and second for Enterprise, 1 out in the top of the 5th inning, trailing 4-3 to Manti. Runner in scoring position on the walk. That is Lacey Drake. Speed up runner put in for Stacy Williams, the catcher. That is number 3, Phelps. So Phelps at first, Drake at second, 1 out with Maddie Lobb at the plate. Lobb with a strikeout and a grounder to the first baseman, Brooklyn Hatch, who tagged the bag. So 0 for 2 for Lobb in this game. 0 for 2 in the first game with a walk. Much different game than the first matchup between these two schools. What was expected in the first game is happening in this game. Number 1 seed from Region 13 Enterprise. Number 2 seed Manti from Region 16. There's a swing and a foul ball for Maddie Lobb. Strike 1. Wind blowing here in Spanish Fork. Had the sun peeking through the clouds for a moment. Clouds coming back over, and hopefully the sun will pop back through again. Here's the 0-1 pitch with 1 out. And that's going to bounce away, get away from Jada Shaw, and the runners will advance to second and third. A base hit would give the Enterprise Wolves the potential lead, as Hewlett's at second, and at third is Lacey Drake. A ball and a strike on the wild pitch by Darcy Barker. Barker fires the pitch in and puts it outside for ball 2. Kim Bishop on deck for Enterprise. Jessica Farnsworth will be up after that. Enterprise fans chanting, "Come on, Maddie." Maddie Lobb at the dish with runners in scoring position at second and third, 1 out. There's the pitch swung on, ground ball, is going to score 1. There's the throw to first by Michaela Cox, the second baseman. We're tied at 4, and the runner advances to third with 2 outs. So Lacey Drake comes in to score on the ground out, so it's a sacrifice. Danny Hess goes to third. And 2 outs in the inning brings up Kim Bishop. A hit will score another run. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be outside for ball 1. A back and forth battle between these two schools. Both backs against the wall as the loser is done for the year. Here's the pitch by Barker. Swung on, fouled off to the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Coming up in the bottom half of the inning for Manti will be Maddie Blauer, Amanda Naylor, and Brooklyn Hatch, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Maddie Lobb got a nice ground out sacrifice to get the tying run across. That pitch is a ball from Darcy Barker. We're tied at 4. Enterprise's Kim Bishop, the right fielder, looking at a 2-1 count to try to get that leading run across the plate from third. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled off, first base side again for strike 2. Barrett Hilton, Mike Trena along with you for this broadcast from the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. 2 days of state tournament action almost in the books with this game, the last one of the day. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled off, first base side over the fence and out of play for Kim Bishop. Jessica Farnsworth is on deck for Enterprise should Bishop get on. Darcy Barker trying to end it here with a 2-2 pitch, and that's outside for ball 3, 3-2. Barker back in the circle for the Manti Lady Templars, pitching to the Enterprise Wolves, Kim Bishop. There it is, outside, ball 4, another walk. 2 walks in this inning. The one is at third base right now, and now Kim Bishop is at first, bringing up Jessica Farnsworth, who singled her last time up.
Now batting for the Lady Wolves, number 8, Jessica Farnsworth.
Kim Bishop may be stealing on this first pitch. Jada Shaw will come out, flash some signs to the Manti Templar team. If she's able to gun down the runner to second, that'll end the inning, but if not, that run will score, and that's the leading run. Little gamesmanship here between the coaches right now. It's a chess match. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back out of play towards the broadcast booth. Nice play by the fan on the bounce. One strike on Jessica Farnsworth. 4-4 tie here in this 2A consolation game. Actually, one loss bracket. Got to get that consolation term out of my head. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled down the third baseline. Still runners at the corners for the Wolves with 2 outs in this top of the 5th. Another battle at the plate for Darcy Barker. She's lost 2 of them this inning with 2 walks. Barker fires it in, and there's a hit to the second baseman, bobbled, and an error is going to score the leading run. Michaela Cox had it bounce off her chest over her head, and the error gives the run to the Enterprise Wolves, and they lead 5-4. So Farnsworth reaches on a hard hit ball, an error by the second baseman, Michaela Cox. Enterprise first and second, still with 2 outs, and they have taken the lead 5-4. Coming into bat for Gabby Ramos is number 12 for the Enterprise Lady Wolves. That is Drake. Drake batted once in the first game.
Now batting number 12, Drake.
And I believe she got a hit. Well, that was against Emory. There's the pitch. And that's going to be high for a ball. First and second, 2 outs for Enterprise. They've taken the lead in this top of the 5th inning with 2 runs. They were trailing 4-3 coming in. They lead 5-4 now. Drake at the plate. Pinch inning for Gabby Ramos. And now a timeout. Enterprise coach Simpkins comes over to talk, I believe, to the home plate umpire. Not sure what the discussion entails. And now the discussion continues. Not sure what it's about, though. But the batter comes to the plate, and they're going to have a speed-up runner, I guess a pinch runner for Kim Bishop. Guess they're making a switch, and they're bringing in a speedier runner, I'm sure. Didn't catch a number on who it is, but Drake is at the plate. There's the pitch, and it's going to be high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch by Darcy Barker, in a bit of trouble here as she's walked 2. 1 unearned run across the plate. 1 at second right now. And, of course, Lacey Drake had a base hit to start off the inning. 5-4, Enterprise leads. 3-0. There's the pitch. And that is ball 4. as Barker missed, and the bases are loaded with Enterprise Wolves.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Enterprise Wolves, number 9, Shea Gardner.
Makings of a big inning for Enterprise here. Up 5-4, 2 runs across the plate already. They have the bases loaded with the top of the lineup in. And Shea Gardner back up to the plate. She got a walk, 2 walks in this game, and she's been struck out once. Now switching up, Hallie Drake is the one who drew the walk. And now they're probably going to bring in another runner for Hallie Drake. They're going to bring in Gabby Ramos. Well, the difference between baseball and softball, the interchanging players that you can bring back and forth, depending on the situation. Or you can play old school National League baseball where the pitcher has to hit and run. No designated hitter like the American League. Brings in some strategy for the game of softball. 5-4, Enterprise with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And, oh, that's close to hitting the helmet of the leadoff hitter, Shea Gardner. Ball 1. Barker has issued 3 walks in this 5th inning to Enterprise. Here's the pitch, and that's high for ball 2. Templars in a jam here. 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Barker. A swung on and a base hit. Oh, off the glove of the second baseman, Michaela Cox. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Here comes the 3rd run. It comes across the plate. 3 runs for Enterprise, and to second is Shea Gardner. A ball that was catchable by the second baseman, Michaela Cox, but just off her glove as she misjudged it. And Enterprise goes up 8-4. Kim Bishop scores, Jessica Farnsworth scores, and Gabby Ramos scores. And Gardner will go to second. And the Templars will have another team meeting in the circle. Pitch, not sure if they're going to have a pitching change and bring in Brooklyn Hatch or not. But they are talking, and looks like they'll keep Darcy Barker in there. Enterprise with a big 5-run 5th inning. Leads Manti 8-4. Here's the pitch by Barker, and that is over for a strike. Kaylee Christensen at the plate. She's the 9th batter of this inning.
Batting number 2, Kaylee Christensen.
Runner at second. Shea Gardner, there's the pitch outside, way outside for a ball. Jada Shaw, nice job for getting out there and catching that one. So Darcy Barker in the circle. Trying to get out of this inning. The damage is done, though. 8-4, Enterprise leads here in the top of the 5th. There's the pitch swung on, ground ball to the shortstop. And knocking it into center field was shortstop Blauer. And it's going to be a hit or error, just depending on the marking in the book. But Enterprise keeps the inning going, and they've batted around. Runners at the corners.
Next up, number 4, Lacey Drake.
So 8-4, Enterprise leads. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. A lot of this has happened with 2 outs. In fact, they've scored 3 runs with 2 outs. It was a 1-run game, but now it's a 4-run game. So Barker still in the circle, fires, and there's the throw to second, and not sure why the hesitation there by Jada Shaw. She would have had the runner possibly in a rundown, but waited, then threw it, and then the runner's safe at second anyway. So Enterprise with second and third with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Manti down 8-4. Darcy Barker has been roughed up here in this 5th inning. Fires it in, and that's going to be outside for a ball again. 2 balls and no strikes. There's the pitch, and Lacey Drake takes another ball. 3-0, looking to load the bases again are the Manti Templars and pitcher Darcy Barker. She fires it in, and that's going to be a strike on the inside corner. Barker rocks, fires from the windmill motion, and that's high for ball 4. She loaded the bases again. Four walks in this inning, and here comes Gary Cox to the mound, the assistant coach of Manti. And they may be bringing in Brooklyn Hatch here. Brooklyn is the one who threw that fantastic game against Enterprise in the first game. Had the Enterprise hitters off balance in a 15-3 victory in 5 innings. Now they're down 8-4. And here comes Brooklyn Hatch in to pitch. We'll take a break here on Centricom Channel 10. Enterprises come back in the top of the 5th and leads 8-4. We'll be back.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Back once again, changing pitchers. Darcy Barker goes to first. Brooklyn Hatch comes in to pitch. She throws the first pitch right back through her legs, base hit. Another run will score. Here comes another run to score from third, and it's going to be bobbled by Brooklyn Hatch, and 2 more runs across the plate. It's 10-4 for Enterprise. So Stacy Williams gets the hit. She'll have the speed up runner at first base. 2 RBIs on her hit, and now Enterprise looking to return the favor of Manti and an earlier game in this tournament to try to 10-run the Templars. They're 4 runs shy of that possibility. Manti will get last bat in the bottom half of the inning. Brooklyn Hatch in the center circle for Manti, fires the pitch, and there's a strike on the outside corner to Danny Hess.
Now batting number 15, Danny Hess.
A huge inning for Enterprise as they put 7 runs across the plate. With 2 outs, most of those runs, there's a strike. 0-2 from Brooklyn Hatch. Just need 1 more out to end this dreadful inning for the Templars. They're looking for that from pitcher Brooklyn Hatch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That should be the 3rd out. The first base was occupied, but with 2 outs, maybe the rule is that they can run anyway. What's the call? First base was occupied with a runner. And now they're going to talk to the coach about it. I'm not sure on the rule myself. If it's the last out of the inning, can the runner take off for first base? If that's the case, catcher should have thrown that ball down at first base for the out. And I believe that's the case. So the bases are loaded again for the Enterprise Wolves. So Jada Shaw, the freshman catcher, with another freshman mistake there, unfortunately, as she rolled the ball to the mound instead of throwing it to first for the out. So bases loaded with Wolves again after a strikeout from Brooklyn Hatch. (10-4) Enterprise with the lead. A grand slam will be a 14-4 lead for Enterprise. And the 10-run advantage they need to end this game after 3 outs in the bottom half of this inning. Maddie Lobb at the plate. Here's the Brooklyn Hatch pitch, and that one got away from her for a ball. Almost close enough to the batter to hit her for the hit by pitch and run scored. But she had plenty of time to get out of the way of that ball. One ball, no strikes to the batter, Maddie Lobb of Enterprise. There's the pitch, swung on and fouled back. And the umpire takes the time to clean off home plate. Here's the pitch by Brooklyn Hatch, and that is outside for a ball, 2-1. Here's the Hatch pitch, swung on and missed, dropped, throw to first, and this one is the out. It should have happened last at bat, but it's thrown down by Jada Shaw. The out is recorded on the strikeouts. Brooklyn Hatch throws 2 strikeouts with 2 outs. One gets on first base. The second one is thrown out at first. So 10-4 Enterprise with the damage here as they come all the way back and score 7 runs here in this top of the 5th for a 10-4 lead over Manti. Bottom half of the inning coming up next year on Centricom Channel 10.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
With internet service from Centricom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centricom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Up first for the Lady Templars, number 22, Maddie Blower.
Welcome back, Manti. Now in a deep hole to the Enterprise Wolves in the bottom half of the 5th inning, trailing 10-4. Here's the pitch to Maddie Blower, and she takes high for a ball. Danny Hess still pitching. And there's a pitch low and outside for a ball. There's a pitch over the plate for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch, swung on, and a ground ball up the middle for a base hit for Manti Blauer. And the leadoff runner is on for Manti. They've got a long way to go. They have the bats to do it, but they need to start now if they want to try to catch up by the final inning. They're down by 6, 10-4 after a 7-run Enterprise top of the 5th. Amanda Naylor at the plate. There's the pitch, and that's going to bounce in for a ball. Brooklyn Hatch on deck, Cassidy Miller in the hole. Naylor looks at a ball inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Amanda Naylor. Last time up for Naylor, she hit a home run. Grounded out to the second baseman her first time up. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. 3-0. Well, the Templars need base runners, down by 6, so even though Amanda is a power hitter, they may have her taking on this one. Here's the pitch, and that is outside for ball 4. And now coming up is Brooklyn Hatch, the number 4 hitter for Manti.
Next up, number 12, Brooklyn Hatch.
Templars first and second with nobody out. Templars just finished a shootout win over Gunnison 17-9, and now trailing this one 10-4. They'll need a shootout style performance over the final 3 innings to try to beat this Enterprise team. There's the pitch, and that's going to bounce in and low for a ball. Here's the Danny Hess pitch to Brooklyn Hatch. And that's over for a strike as she caught the inside corner, did Danny Hess. 1-1 to Brooklyn Hatch. The winner faces South Summit in the semifinal on the 1-loss bracket. There's a swing and a shot to the third baseman. Knocked down, a great play just to knock it down for Lacey Drake. And the bases are loaded for Manti's Cassidy Miller. Manti gets the infield hit. But had Lacey Drake not knocked that ball down, that's a run scored for Manti. So a great play by the shortstop of the Enterprise Lady Wolves. Cassidy Miller comes to the plate. She's grounded out and lined out to the pitcher. And I believe speed up runner for Brooklyn Hatch, the pitcher. Maybe Maddie Cox. Here's the pitch. Cassidy Miller takes an inside pitch for a ball. Bases loaded for Manti. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Miller. Throw back to third is not in time for the runner, Manti Blauer. Nice tag applied by Maddie Lobb, but back in time was Blauer. So Miller swinging on that one. 1-1 is the count to Cassidy Miller. Looking for a big hit to score some runs here. Here's the pitch. Oh, caught the corner, did Danny Hess again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice pitch by Hess. Center fielder steps back in, the lefty looking at Hess. Hess at Williams, their catcher, fires it in, and that's going to be high for a ball. Manti was 3 outs away from the semifinal game against South Summit before San Juan came back in the top of the 7th and won 4-3. Here's the pitch to Miller. That is outside for a ball. 3-2, full count. Now Manti has had to battle their way through the elimination bracket today, beating Gunnison earlier, and now facing Enterprise to try to play South Summit in the 1-loss bracket semifinal to get to San Juan, who won that semifinal game today 5-3 over South Summit. Bases loaded, no outs for Manti. Bottom of the 5th, swung on and drilled up the middle, and not enough to get to the outfield, and I believe out at second is the runner. What's the call? It was close. and they call her safe. The run scores. Manti remains with the bases loaded. 10-5 our score. And now Enterprise will come in for a conference with a pitcher, Danny Hess. Close play at second base, and Enterprise knows all about close plays at second base, as they thought they had an out in the first game between these two teams. On the third out, Templar runner was called safe, and then the next batter hits a grand slam, Reggie Johnson. So Cassidy Miller reaches. Maddie Blauer scored. And now the head coach comes out for the Enterprise Wolves, and we'll see what they do here. Are they going for a pitching change or just some strategy discussion here? So the Templars down with Reggie Johnson at the plate, 10-5 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Reggie Johnson does have some pop in her bat. She is 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. She grounded out to the shortstop her last at bat. In the game against Enterprise, the first meeting yesterday, she hit a grand slam, a triple, and grounded out and struck out. Hess will stay in there, and Reggie Johnson will come to the plate.
7, Reggie Johnson.
The outfield is back deep. Amanda Naylor at third, Maddie Cox at second, Cassidy Miller at first. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the pitch. And that's over the outside corner on Reggie Johnson for a strike. Danny Hess in the center circle for Enterprise. Fires and swung on, and that's going to be a pop out to the shortstop. First out of the inning for Enterprise. As Johnson didn't get all of that, a nice play by Lacey Drake. One out, bases loaded for Manti. If this is going to be the inning, if any inning is going to be the inning, this is it with bases loaded with nobody out. They've got one run across, but they need more if they want to come back, and Meg Larson is in there. And Meg has struggled at the plate. And the first pitch is over for a ball. Meg Larson is 0 for 2 and 1 for 5 against Enterprise in the two games put together. Here's the pitch. And that gets away from the catcher, but down the third base line, so no chance for the runner to score. So stays put, but the count is 2 balls and no strikes to Meg Larson. Larson on the day has struggled today, as she was 0 for 4 against Gunnison and is 0 for 2 here. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and she drills one in the gap between first and second for a base hit. 2 runs will score for Manti. Naylor crosses. Maylee Blauer crosses. She was the pinch runner instead of Maddie Cox. And Meg Larson delivers. Law of averages says she was due, and she was. Darcy Barker comes to the plate for Manti.
Now up, number 2, Darcy Barker.
And the score is 10-7 for Enterprise. A 3-run lead. First and second for Manti, 1 out. Barker at the plate, Danny Hess pitching. There's a foul ball out of play on the first base side. Darcy Barker batting with a pullover hoodie on. She started pitching in the first inning with that on and then took it off after 2 batters. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Good pitch by Danny Hess. On deck is Amy Squire. She is 2 for 2 in the game. Her first game as a Templar in the postseason. She's 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. She's on deck. Here's the pitch, and Barker almost watched strike 3 across the outside corner, but it's a little low for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Darcy Barker. Enterprise scored 7 in the top of the 5th. Manti has come back and scored 3 in the bottom half. Here's the pitch to Barker. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. Danny Hess strikes out Darcy Barker. And Barker is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Amy Squire comes to the plate. She hit a home run to dead center field, her last at bat.
Now up, number 24, Amy Squire.
If she gets a hold of another one, that'll tie the game. First and second with Templars. Squire is at the plate with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Danny Hess. Swung on and missed by Squire. And the runners try to advance, but they cannot. Great play by Stacy Williams to pick up the ball and chuck it down to third base to Lobb to stop the runners from advancing. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 10-7 Enterprise with a 3-run lead. Amy Squire at the plate with an 0-1 count. Hess fires, and that's going to be a changeup. Bounces for a ball. Back and forth they go, these two teams. 1 runner in scoring position. A base hit scores another run for Manti, and out, and Enterprise gets out of danger. Here's the pitch. Swung on and drilled foul on a hard hit ball down the third base side. A ball and 2 strikes. So Danny Hess will step back in the circle wearing the blue, yellow, and white for Enterprise. Fires the pitch in, and that's a changeup. It's going to bounce for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Amy Squire looking to be the hero again. Here's the pitch. Strikeout. Watch the third strike cross the plate. And Enterprise out of the inning with a Danny Hess strikeout. She struck out the last 2 batters of Manti and gets out of the jam. Enterprise leading Manti 10-7 in the top of the 6th inning when we come back here on Centricom Channel 10.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Welcome back to action here on Centricom Channel 10. First pitch of the top of the 6th. Enterprise at bat. And it's a ball by Brooklyn Hatch. Kim Bishop at the plate for Enterprise. Swings and misses. Strike 2. Or strike 1, excuse me. That is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the Brooklyn Hatch pitch. Swing and a miss. And again, Hatch has these batters off balance. Not knowing if the fastball's coming or the changeup. Brooklyn with some movement on her ball too. Here's the pitch from Hatch. Swung on and missed. Jada Shaw can't find the ball, and it's going to be a base runner on. So Brooklyn Hatch has been robbed of 2 strikeouts here in this game. as both runners have advanced to first base on a ball in the dirt.
Now batting number 8, Jessica Farnsworth.
So Kim Bishop at first base. And there's the pitch in the dirt again. And stopped by Jada Shaw. Here's the pitch from Hatch. Swung on and missed by Farnsworth. Jessica Farnsworth at the plate. She has reached on an error, hit a single, and popped out to the first baseman. Kim Bishop at first base, nobody out. There's the pitch. A little high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike on Jessica Farnsworth. Here's the Hatch pitch. Low for a ball, bounces. Good stop by Jada Shaw. Both teams trying to fight through to the semifinal game. There's the pitch. Swung on and a ground ball to the third baseman, Naylor. Fires to second for the out. No chance at first base, so the lead runner is out. 1 out here in this top of the 6th. As Jessica Farnsworth reaches on a fielder's choice. And Gabby Ramos will bat for herself this time. Drake came in and hit for her earlier. Enterprise leading 10-7 over Manti here in the top of the 6th. There's the pitch. Inside for a strike for
now
Brooklyn
batting number
Hatch.
1, Gabby Ramos.
Here's the pitch by Hatch. Swung on and missed by Ramos for 2 strikes. In the first game, Brooklyn Hatch had Gabby Ramos's number. 2 strikeouts in the game, her only 2 at-bats. And she's on the verge of striking Ramos out again with a 0-2 count. There's the pitch. Strike 3 called, and Ramos goes down looking. Shea Gardner will be up at the top of the order.
Now back to the top of the lineup for the Lady Wolves, number 9, Shea Gardner.
Shea Gardner is 1 for 2 in the game. A strikeout and a base hit. She scored twice and drew 2 walks. Runner at first is Farnsworth. There's the pitch. Hit the outside corner, did Brooklyn Hatch for strike 1. Enterprise up by 3, 10-7 here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 more tries for Manti to come back. Bottom of the 6th and bottom of the 7th. They will have the top of their lineup up next inning. And there's a ball thrown, sticks in the hand of Brooklyn Hatch and heads straight up in the air. Jada Shaw has to come out and get it. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. A 1-1 count to Shea Gardner, the left-handed hitter. There's a nice hit ball to Darcy Barker, picks it up, and I've got 2 outs, I better tag first as she's about to throw to second, and she finally makes the right call and gets the out at first base. So the Enterprise Wolves go 1, fielder's choice on, and then 2-3. They are out of the inning. Manti is trailing by 3, 10-7. Bottom of the 6th coming up with the top of the lineup for Manti. Coming up, we'll be right back on Centricom, Channel 10.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more. The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centracom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
At the top of the lineup, batting for
Welcome back to Local 10.TV's coverage of the 2A State Softball Tournament. Manti with 6 outs to come back and try to catch Enterprise, down 10-7 at the bottom of the 6th. The leadoff hitter is up, Michaela Cox. There's the first pitch over the outside corner for a strike from Danny Hess. So Hess starts off on the right foot. Here's the pitch to Michaela Cox. Swung on and right back to the pitcher. Hess makes the catch and 1 out in the inning. Quick reflexes by Danny Hess. 1 out, and that brings up Maddie Blauer.
Next up for the Lady Templars, number 22, Maddie Blauer.
So Blauer at the plate. 1 for 3, and the first pitch is a strike. She popped out to the third baseman, popped out to the shortstop, and then hit a single and has scored once in that 3-run 5th inning to cut it back to 10-7. There's a second strike. 2 straight pitches down the middle, and strikes called on Maddie Blauer without swinging. So at the top of the lineup, Manti trying to get somebody on, and there's a high pitch for a ball. Manti struggling right now. Amanda Naylor is on deck, and then Brooklyn Hatch. Blauer looking to slap on if she can. Here's the pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. Blauer with the silver shoes at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and slapped in the gap between short and third for a base hit for Maddie Blauer. Back-to-back base hits for the Templar shortstop. She got 1 to start the 5th inning. And second at bat here in the 6th, and she gets on.
Amanda Naylor.
Amanda Naylor is 1 for 2 with a home run, grounded out to second and got a walk. She scored 2 runs in this game. And would love nothing better than to jack one over the fence to cut this game to a 1-run game. Here's the pitch. Change up, and that's going to be a ball. Runner at first is Maddie Blauer. Wasn't going on the first pitch. Here's the second. That's going to be low for a ball. Good block by Stacy Williams, the Enterprise catcher. Had Blauer known what that first pitch was, the slow changeup, should have been better off taking off for second then, but hard to call. 2 balls, no strikes to Amanda Naylor, the third baseman for Manti. There's the pitch swung on and fouled out of play on the third base side by Naylor. Brings the count to 2-1. Maddie Blauer at first base with 1 out here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Manti trailing Enterprise 10-7. Here's the pitch from Danny Hess. Change up high for a ball. Three balls and a strike to Amanda Naylor. Again, 2 at-bats ago, hit a home run over the right field fence. Hess looks into Stacy Williams, gets the call from the dugout, flashes it. Here's the pitch swung on, and that's a shot to the gap for Amanda Naylor. It's going to go to the fence. Coming around second is Blauer. Coming around third, looking to score. Here's the throw, and not in time, as Manti gets a run on a double by Amanda Naylor. Enterprise 10, Manti 8, 1 out. Runner in scoring position is Amanda Naylor at second.
Number 12,
and Brooklyn Hatch, the number 4 hitter for Manti, is up. On deck is Cassidy Miller. Templars were down 10-4 after the 5th inning. Now it's 10-8. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Naylor doesn't take the run to third as Stacy Williams has done a fine job keeping the ball in front of her. 1 ball, no strikes to Brooklyn Hatch. Here's the pitch from Hess. That's right over for a strike. Here's the pitch from Danny Hess. And that's, oh, that looked like a strike, but it must have been a little high from our angle. We can't tell. So it's a ball call. 2 balls and a strike. Ten to 8. Manti trailing. There's the pitch and a ground ball to the shortstop. Drake going to third will be Naylor. The throw is out, and getting to third is Amanda Naylor on some wise base running. But there are 2 outs here in this bottom half of the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Cassidy Miller with a runner at third. Nice play by the shortstop to throw Brooklyn Hatch out, and a nice grab by the first baseman.
Now up, number 8, Cassidy Miller.
By the Enterprise Lady Wolves, Shea Gardner. There's the pitch, and that's going to be in for a ball, I guess. Ball 1 to Cassidy Miller. Reggie Johnson on deck. Miller waiting, swings, and a ground ball to the second baseman. Bobbled. Can she make it to first? She does, and the run scores. She beats the throw on a bobbled play by the second baseman of the Enterprise Lady Wolves. That was Kaylee Christensen, and Manti gets the runner across. It's 10-9. Manti creeping back in this game after going down 10-4 as Naylor scores.
Number 27, Reggie Johnson up to bat for Manti Templars.
Reggie Johnson at the plate. She popped out to the shortstop last at bat. Runner at first, there's a pitch, and that's a off-speed delivery and a ball. Ten to 9 in this one-loss bracket elimination game. Who wants it more in this one? Enterprise up by 1 right now in the field, trying to get the final out. There's the pitch, and that's high for a ball. Darcy Barker struggled in the 5th inning. In the last couple, Danny Hess has struggled just a bit. Both teams offensively have done a fine job, though. You can't take away from that. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be low for a ball. Getting back into first base, diving and calling the timeout was Cassidy Miller. 3 balls and no strikes. Reggie Johnson with the take sign, you would assume, from Susan Hatch, the third base coach. Here's the pitch. And over for a strike on the inside corner from Danny Hess. Now the green light back on for Reggie Johnson. 10-9 Templars with the tying run at first base. The leading run at the plate. Reggie Johnson, the batter, with a 3-1 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. There's the pitch, swung on, and a ground ball to the second baseman. This should end the inning. It does, as the toss is made to the shortstop, Lacey Drake, and the Templars are out. 1 run shy of tying the game in the bottom of the 6th. They'll have to do it in the bottom of the 7th if they want to come back to try to win this game. 10-9, Enterprise leads. They'll be up to bat next, and they will bring to the plate Kaylee Christensen, Lacey Drake, and Stacy Williams, the heart of their lineup. We'll be right back.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centracom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Starting out for the Lady Wolves, number 2, Kaylee Christensen.
One more inning to play for one of these teams unless we go to extras. 10-9 Enterprise leads. They're at bat in the top half of the 7th inning. Kaylee Christensen at the plate, facing Brooklyn Hatch from Manti. There's the pitch, over for a strike. A base hit, reached on an error, scored twice, a strikeout and a liner to the shortstop for Christensen. There's the pitch, that's low for a ball, 1-1. South Summit in the one-loss bracket, awaiting the winner of this game for tomorrow's possible 10 a.m. game. I think they are going to move them to Monday. There's the swing and foul ball. A lot of rain forecasted for tomorrow, so they'll plan on playing it Monday at noon and the championship game at 2. And if a second championship game is needed to decide the champion, it'll be 4 o'clock. At least plans now if the rain does fall heavily tomorrow. A ball and 2 strikes to Kaylee Christensen. Here's the pitch from Hatch. Swung on and missed for a strikeout. So Manti wanting to send Enterprise back to the dugout with a 1-2-3 inning and then have a chance to win it in the bottom half of the inning, trailing by 1, 10-9. Enterprise in the driver's seat right now.
Now up to bat, number 4, Lacey Drake.
Lacey Drake had a 2-run homer in the first inning. Looks at her first pitch from Brooklyn Hatch, and that is over for a strike. 2 for 2 is Lacey Drake, a homer and a single. She scored twice, and she has 2 walks, stranded twice on those walks. Here's the pitch. Hatch puts it high for a ball. Brooklyn Hatch ready to go again. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2 by Lacey Drake. Since coming in, Brooklyn Hatch has 3 strikeouts. Here's the pitch, and that is low and bounces for a ball. She would have had 5 strikeouts in this game coming in relief of Darcy Barker, but 2 of those runners reached first base on a dropped third strike or ball in the dirt. So she's stuck with 3 right now. 10-9 Enterprise leads. 2-2 the count at the plate for Lacey Drake, the shortstop. Here's the pitch by Brooklyn Hatch. Swung on and a ground ball foul on the third base side. Good play by the coach of Enterprise to stop that ball with his bare hands. And back with a 2-2 count is Lacey Drake. Hatch looks in, takes a deep breath, looking at catcher Jada Shaw. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be inside for ball 3, 3-2. Nobody on for Enterprise here in the top of the 7th inning, last inning of the game. In regulation, that is. Could go to extras. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for a strikeout. Brooklyn Hatch with 2 Ks to start off the 7th inning. That'll bring up Stacy Williams, the catcher. Stacy is 1 for 3 in the game. She flew out to the right fielder, rounded out to the second baseman, got a base hit in the 5th inning, and then walked in the 1st. She was stranded there. Here's the pitch to Stacy Williams from Brooklyn Hatch, and that one got away. Ball 1. Manti will have to do it in the bottom half of their lineup in the last inning. There's a swing and a foul ball, ground foul to the third base side. Manti will have the bottom half of their lineup up. Meg Larson, Darcy Barker, and Amy Squire. Squire is the most damaging of the 3. The first game in the playoffs she's played, she's got a home run, a single, and a strikeout. The other 2 combined, though, 1 for 6. So it doesn't look very promising for Manti. There's a pitch and a ball, 2-1 to Stacy Williams. Brooklyn Hatch rocks, fires with a windmill throw, and drives one. Oh, what a catch by Amanda Naylor! A beeline shot to Naylor, and she reaches out and nabs it. The second spectacular catch of the tournament. She did one to Danny Hess in the first game yesterday. And that'll end the inning for the Enterprise Wolves as Naylor robs her of an extra base hit. So we go into the bottom of the 7th, bottom half of the lineup for Manti. They trail 10-9. Their season could end with 3 outs from Enterprise. We'll be back after this on Centricom Channel 10.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Centricom Channel 10's coverage of the 2A State Softball Tournament. It's an elimination game between Manti and Enterprise. Right now, Enterprise leads Manti 10-9. 3 outs to go for the Enterprise Lady Wolves to get into the semifinal against South Summit. Monday likely at noon, as tomorrow is forecast for a lot of rain. First batter is Meg Larson of Manti. She's at the plate. Here's the pitch. And inside for a strike. She's 1 for 3 in this game. Last at bat, though, was a key hit as she got a base hit and scored a run. Danny Hess with an 0-1 pitch and hit the corner on the outside as Larson looks. Nobody out in this bottom of the 7th, 10-9 Enterprise. Manti needs a base runner, and Meg Larson has 2 strikes on her. Here's the pitch to Larson, and there's a ground ball to the third base side. She sprints it out. She has a base hit as she beats the ball to the bag. So Meg Larson comes up big with a base hit, and there's the tying run on a base hit by Meg Larson. That'll bring up Darcy Barker, the senior. She doesn't want her season to end.
Number 2, Darcy Barker.
She'll have all the emotion that a senior has after playing 4 years for the Lady Templars. She wants to move on with a chance to win the state title her senior year. Runner at first is Meg Larson. Will she be going? She stays at first, and the first pitch is a strike to Darcy Barker. Barker takes a deep breath. 0-1 pitch coming from Danny Hess. Barker trying to bunt, and she missed it, but it was just to get the runner to second, so it's 0-2 to Darcy Barker, and a base hit will tie it for Barker, the senior, as Meg Larson steals second. So Barker, the senior, trying to get her team tied. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that's to right field, foul, just foul of the line. Just outside of the first base line. Otherwise, that would have scored Meg Larson. Darcy Barker just looking for a base hit here to put her team within reach of winning this game in the bottom of the 7th. No outs. 10-9 Enterprise. There's the pitch, a changeup. That one's hit down the right field line and foul. So the drama continues here in this elimination game for Manti fans and Enterprise fans for that matter. as the tying run is at second base with nobody out. No balls, 2 strikes. Darcy Barker at the plate. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Danny Hess has a couple pitches to waste to try to see if Darcy Barker will chase it. And that was the first one there. Danny Hess in the circle for Enterprise. Barker, the senior, at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball. Tagging is Meg Larson. It's caught by the right fielder, and the tying run will move to third base. And now they're going to say that Meg Larson left early. And they're going to call her out. They appealed the throw over to second base. And now Manti has 2 outs. And no runners on base. What a turn of events for the Manti Templars as they rule Meg Larson left early. There's a swing and a miss by Amy Squire. The last batter and last hope for Manti, trailing 10-9. There's the replay on that. Danny Hess. Here's the pitch. Swung on and out! The Enterprise Lady Wolves have knocked the Manti Templars out of the state tournament with a 10-9 win in 7 innings. Manti season ends. Enterprise into the semifinal against South Summit Monday at noon, and a chance to win and move into the state championship game. Tough way to go for the Templars here, as their base runner was ruled to have left early from second, and a double play on the fly ball to right field. Congratulations to the Lady Wolves and Enterprise for their victory. That wraps up our day's coverage here on Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv of the 2A state tournament. We will resume likely on Monday with the rain forecasted for tomorrow. The final 3 teams, San Juan in the championship game, awaiting in the 1-loss bracket, South Summit and Enterprise. Thanks for joining us here on Centricom Channel 10. Mike Train and Barrett Hilton bidding you a good afternoon.
For both Manti and Enterprise.